All right, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to come on in. If you're coming on in, hit that like, hit that share button. There, if you're coming on in, hit that like and that share button, guys. Like always, I appreciate the support. We going up, we going up, we going up. This is episode 78. Episode 78, guys. Episode 78. You guys see, it's growing. We can't help it. It's the Orangeburg thing. Hey guys, you guys make sure you let me know. Make sure the audio is great. We gonna get this thing rocking. You guys see what I got here? I got Davie Rickenbacker. Hey, now I don't know what his Hollywood name is, but we all know him as Davie. so it's another Orangeburg legend, guys. The thing I love about being from Orangeburg is so far that we have enough people that I could just do podcasts just being from Orangeburg.
That's true.
You know, so we're gonna let people know who is Davie.
What's up, everybody out there in Marvin Sports and Life land? It's your boy Davie Armstrong Rickenbacker. Most notably as a graduate of Orangeburg Wilkinson High
There
School.
you go, got the class of 05 shirt on, class of 05 representative.
Yeah, bro. I saw this in the class. I was like, when am I gonna get another chance to wear this?
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
But yeah, man, for those of you who don't know me, Davie Rickenbacker, Orangeburg, South Carolina, a graduate of Tuskegee University, 2 degrees from there, environmental science and public health. I currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia, where I work for the Centers for Disease Control.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, man. I'm probably most known to those outside of Orangeburg for being on the hit reality series Survivor on CBS, which was a great experience. I'm sure we'll get into all of that.
Yes, we will.
Just out here living in Atlanta, living the dream, man. Of course, missing South Carolina. Actually, I will be in South Carolina this weekend visiting my mom in Hilton Head, but
okay,
I won't get to stop by Orangeburg. Now, Marvin, are you in Orangeburg or are we?
Yeah, I'm still in the bird.
Okay, cool.
Okay, shout out to Miss Rickenbacker, because everybody from Orangeburg definitely know who that is. Okay, so that's start from the beginning. Were you born in Orangeburg, or are y'all moved to Orangeburg?
Yeah, well, hey man, my family resided in Orangeburg when I was born, but you know, they had me at Richland Memorial because we hadn't always trusted Orangeburg Hospital, but but it's gotten better, I'm sure. But yeah, they had us born in over in Columbia.
Okay, but still though, they were already living in Orangeburg.
Yeah, man. My mother is from Fairfield County, and my dad and his family always lived in a bit of the St. Matthews, Jameson area, which was real close to Orangeburg anyway. So, yeah, man, got a lot of history here in South Carolina.
Okay, that's good. So we're going to start elementary school. What elementary school did you go to?
Well, first, I got to tell you, preschool, I was in Felton, man. I met a lot of friends in Felton.
Okay.
And then I transitioned. My parents lived close to where OW is, so I was in the district where Nix was. So a lot of people don't know, but I went to Nix for like kindergarten and first grade, and then my parents bought a house on the Columbia Road, and they was like, okay, you're gonna go to Marshall. You're in there. yeah, man. So I met a few friends over at Nick's. Don't get me to try to call no names right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I knew EJ before EJ was EJ. He was Enoch over at Nick's. Man, I had a lot of friends over at Nick's before I transitioned to Marshall. And then from Marshall, of course, you go to William J. Clark.
Okay,
where I was pretty involved in Clark. I was on the little band they had there. I was on the track team. You're in middle school, you're finding yourself. So make a few friends here and there.
Okay.
And then,
well,
course,
let's slow it down for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so the outside looking in, I didn't come to Clark until 6th grade, but so in elementary school, if you had to ask a teacher from elementary school, what kind of student would they say you were?
In elementary school.
What kind of
student? Honestly, If my teacher, I remember my favorite teacher from Marshall was Miss Waring. I think her name is Miss Author now. I had Miss Danner in the 3rd grade, and I had a Miss Thomas in the 2nd grade. I think all of those teachers would say that I was a little timid in elementary school. I didn't have this, boisterous personality that I got now. But I'm sure that all of that, all of the things that I went through in that short amount of time, had something to do with where I am now today. So I'm thankful for it all. Yeah.
Okay, well that's great because when we went to, I'm gonna tell you, I started looking in. Well, I met you and we started going to school in Clark because we ran in different circles. But like I always remember you just being there. I never remember you getting no trouble. Like you just was there. You went to school and you was in the class. You was in the hallway with the other kids. Y'all had your own classes. Y'all was the smart kids. You had your own classes. Y'all mingle with. I think the only one I picked that EJ. Only one of y'all that mingled with us might have been EJ, maybe, because he was in there. They got him out of there too.
Right. No, because they got my ass out of there at one point too. I was there. I was with the I don't want to even call it the smart kids.
Okay.
On the quarter with the higher learning for 6th grade, and then I guess they moved me over in 7th grade when I had Miss McLinden, I had Miss Lawrence, I had Miss Lawrence. So yeah, I was in there for a little bit, but no, I trust me, I remember, man.
Shout out to Miss Matt Linden. Miss Matt Linden is one of the few names that have been brought up a lot in these podcasts of mine. Miss Matt Linden has been brought up a good bit in podcasts. Miss McLennan has a clip of mine. I'm not gonna use the word viral. That's to say it got a few thousand views. Just a popular clip of her talking about her and her sayings.
Hey, you remember Miss McLinden class? She used to walk out of the room for a little bit. The class would go crazy. As soon as that knob turns, that class is silent, man.
and all. So we on Miss McLinden, I had Loman on here, and we were talking about his favorite saying of Miss McLinden was, for the girls that she thought was too hot. I use the word too hot. I need to call the fire department on you to hold you down. So what was one of your favorite Miss McLinden sayings?
Oh man, I don't know if I can quote one of her sayings, dude, but I know she had this gesture. Like, I think it might have just been her putting her finger in front of her hand. If there was even a whisper of the class getting too rowdy, and she would just do this, and it would just be radio silent.
That's Miss McLinden for you. That's Miss McLinden. Okay, so I didn't know you ran track at Clark. I didn't know that. Man,
I did a little bit. I was only doing the cross country stuff. I wasn't doing any fast running.
Sprint.
But
okay.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So you get to now let me ask you about your transition to a W, because it's something about the dub. That freshman year, people can get off track fast.
Yeah.
So when you got a W and you also had but the difference was that you had somebody looking over your shoulder let me tell you, mama, let me get your mama, so how was your transition from going from Clark? Because we don't realize it looking back, we don't realize it because we're on this side now. W is a little rough.
Yeah, man.
W is a little
Bruh, I even heard they got the television series. I don't think it exists anymore, but it was like a documentary of worst schools in America, and they got the audacity to put OW up in there. Like, what the hell going on?
Yep. That old docu-series.
Dang, man.
That old docu-series.
See, man, that's the type of stuff that, had me thinking about, if I would have won Survivor, what would I have done to come back to Orangeburg and start some things, because I'm always looking at Warren and Woody Dancer and all of them, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, we need to have a new movie theater or something in Orangeburg. I hear they might be building something at Claflin, but we need something that's
You're right.
We need something out there, right?
Hey, but I'm glad you're thinking like that, and see, and it take people like you. You actually have think about this now. You're one of the few, even though it's just social media, and sometimes we don't want to take it serious. We don't want to take too much into it. You're one of the few, maybe you and Tim, and I think Tim got one, on people I know with a blue chick on Instagram that's on the bird.
Wow. I
got to make sure Tim got one. I'm not even sure. But
there's one more chick that you may not even know is from the Berg, but she went to Felton, and I know when you look her up, you're gonna know who she is. Her name is Nicole Berry. She's been in a lot of movies.
The actress.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember her. I'm just shooting the Jackie Robinson.
Yep. Her fun ass. Yeah, we got her. Of course, Tim. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a few others I just can't call right now. But yeah, man, Orangeburg got a few of them, you know.
Yeah, we definitely got a few of them.
I'm honored to be in the conversation, but come on, man. I'm not like at Tim or Nikki's level, but I mean, I appreciate you, recognizing that I'm out here doing some.
Oh man, okay, now I'm going to. I'm not gonna let you get that one by. Tim is a Super Bowl champ, so we're gonna give him his credit.
Yeah.
Woody's one of the greatest college football players ever, who is also on the podcast, guys. We said I think that's episode 77. Woodrow Dancer. He's actually the episode with him. Great episode. But Nikki, shout out to you, sister. But we talking about this impact.
Okay. All right. Impact. All right. I'll take.
She's a great actress, and she's on her way. But we talking about impact. But okay. So get back on. So how would you say your experience was at OW?
Yeah, man. So my transition to OW was very impactful. So
okay.
I don't know if you remember, I had an older brother. I have an older brother, James Rickenbacker, who was a senior at OW when I came in as a freshman.
Okay.
So James was there, and I won't say he took me under his wing because we kind of had a little bit of a sibling rivalry in that time of our lives. But he looked out here and there.
Okay.
And James was on the band, and I had played the band in middle school. So my parents, I didn't want to play on the band in high school, man. I wanted to just go with the flow, join certain things. My dad was like, "It's either football or band. You gonna do something after school." And I was like, well, it ain't about to be football. Because I know how y'all boys used to practice every goddamn day and night. I was like, oh, hell no. You ain't about to throw me in there.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, man. So I went ahead and I joined the band freshman year. I joined the Kappa League freshman year, which was, of course, pivotal in my life because, when I went to college, I joined the fraternity Kappa Alpha Psi. And just OW is a very unique high school. First of all,
it is.
Exactly right. Like, first of all, most people don't even know that OP exists in Orangeburg, but OW is the high school in Orangeburg. Right? Exactly.
It is.
OW is the high school in Orangeburg. It's like if you went to OW, you can go out in this world and you can do anything that you want to do. And it's not even just on the education, it's on your peers and how they trained you to go through thick and through thin. Like, I think about walking through the halls of OW and see this pinky go up and people ready to jive. That stuff you're laughing, but stuff like that prepares you, dude.
It does.
It makes your skin thick. It makes you know how to react to adversity in situations like on Survivor. Like, I'm on Survivor and people, trying to intimidate me, but I got a straight stone cold face because of things like, being jobs when I was younger. Because I know I can get joked on and stuff like that's not gonna bother me, man.
Correct.
So like just going to OW and having a principal like Mr. Z, who, was real big on discipline.
He was.
Other teachers like Mr. Hinton, Miss Wright. I know Miss Wright's big on Facebook. She'll probably listen to this podcast. Miss Maybank, my favorite teacher at OW.
Shout out to Miss Maybank. I ain't seen Miss Maybank in a long time. Shout out Miss Maybank.
Shout out to Miss Maybank, man. Carla Smoke. I can sit here and name names all day, man, but all of those people and all of, the gang there at OW is what made me the guy that I am today. And you spoke a little bit about about the person, looking over my shoulder. So my mother was working at the technology center when I was
one of these sweetest ladies, guys. I ain't never seen her get mad. She might have it in one of these sweetest ladies. But go ahead.
She's gonna love it. One thing about her, she listens to all my stuff, so she's gonna hear. But yeah, man. So she worked at the technology center, so I was able to get away with some things here and there. But still having my mom there, I really appreciated that because had I not had her there for certain things, then things could have went awry. So I just really appreciate OW being where I'm from, and it's taking me to where I am today.
Okay, man, and I'm glad to hear that. And that's one thing that I'm glad you spoke about. How I talked to somebody earlier, how going to a W prepares for life, because going to a W is one of the most, I call it one of the most weirdest places, because you can have at one school, you have people that went to Ivy League, you have people that went to great HBCUs, you have people that went to jail, you have people, and these all people are co-mingling in one class. You just had, think about it, in our class, I'm not going to name no names for all of them, got an Ivy Leaguer, great HBCUs, scholarships, and we also got jail. Yeah. And we all in one class, and everybody knows each other. Now, whether people admit they know each other, it's a whole different thing. But we all were able to commingle and coexist, and coexist. And I think that does prepare you for the world. Yeah, okay, so go ahead.
And I think you see that now that we're all adults, we all follow each other on Facebook, and it's like a family network, dude. It's like, it doesn't matter that you went to this Ivy League school. It didn't matter that you might have had some trouble when you were younger.
Correct.
It's all family when you see
all
us
love.
On the internet. And hopefully whenever the damn pandemic is over, we can get back together at a homecoming. And wait, is our 10th year anniversary? I mean, our 20 year? What's coming up right now?
No, I think we got a few more years for that. We should have a few more years for that.
I'm making us older than what we are. All right.
Yeah, we not there yet. But our homecomings do be lit. Except last year because of the pandemic. But before that, homecomings. Because you came to delit us one.
Yeah, that's where I got this one. Yeah.
With your Survivor gear on.
Yeah, man, I had on myself. That was like the season was actually airing right there, so I was loving it.
Yes,
man. That was back when I was 20 pounds smaller. So I'm trying to get back to that level.
You get it. And the one thing I like about, well, we gonna bounce back and forth. The one thing I like about it, what you did with your Survivor, I guess might because I know you and I paid more than you.
Yeah.
You are one of the few people that I've actually seen from Survivor that's like capitalizing and moving and taking advantage of being a survivor. Because most survivors
they just
are not. Yeah, they did it and they just like disappear. Like they didn't capitalize on it. They didn't try to build on it. They didn't try to move on it.
I'm trying to do that, man. Well, the thing is, social media is evolving, and you can monetize some of this stuff now. Like Instagram is paying you to do reels now. Facebook is paying you to do reels because they're trying to compete with TikTok. And just having that presence and the fact that I was on the show, I've had a lot of brands that have reached out to me and they want me to promote things because my fan base is mostly white. The majority of people who watch Survivor is white, which is something that I went on Survivor to change. And, I didn't change. It's progressively changing, but for right now, it's predominantly white. But, my goal is to get more Black people watching, more Black people applying. And I got to say this, the reason I applied to Survivor, dude, was because of Orangeburg. There was a woman named Joanna Ward. I don't know if you ever met her.
I do know Joanna Ward, the fitness queen.
Yes, the fitness queen, Joanna Ward.
Yes.
She went to state when she was on Survivor.
She was on Survivor.
Yes, she was on Survivor, and she went to my church, and she was a guidance counselor. So my mom was kind of her overseer. So because we knew that she was going to be on the show, we watched the show, and I fell in love with it from there. So if it wasn't for me living in Orangeburg, I wouldn't even known about this amazing show, Survivor. Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so I remember just from keeping up with Facebook. If I'm wrong, correct me. So you go to Tuskegee. Now let me tell you what I said. This outside looking. I'll tell you what I say. Man, Davie going to Tuskegee and living his best life. And that's just outside looking in. I'm like, man, I like Davie is living his best life. Cause I think did somebody else from W with you?
Maybe some people came after me, but nobody went in with me when I was came in
okay.
05, yeah.
And what made you pick Tuskegee University?
So, dude, my top choice was actually North Carolina A&T, man.
Okay.
I wanted to go out there with Stephen Morrison and Sean Foster and all of them, and Ralph and all of them. But one thing about A&T, I'm gonna talk trash about y'all HBCU. They stingy with their money. They would not give my ass a scholarship, man.
No,
they would not. They were like, if you want to come to this school, you got to be an accounting major, and math is not my strong suit. So I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that. So my next choice was Tuskegee, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the president of Tuskegee, man, I'm about to sound like my dad. I'm dropping knowledge on you tonight. The president of Tuskegee during that time, Benjamin F. Payton, is also from Orangeburg.
Wow.
Yes, the president of Tuskegee was from Orangeburg.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, there's a street on South Carolina State's campus named after him. So the next time you drive through there, look for Benjamin F. Payton Ave, and you'll see that there.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yep. So because he's from Orangeburg, my dad had a little pool.
Yeah. And people don't know this because let me tell you what's crazy about that, Davie, make you laugh. Because I didn't realize who your dad was. And this is going to show my knowledge until probably the last 7 years. Wow. And it's because of an older guy at my job.
Wow.
He's like, you don't know who that is? He was like, man, that's the guy. And all these things I didn't know. Cause your old man, was he a senator? Or he was a congressman? Or not congressman, but
the Orangeburg City Councilman. Yep.
And see, and I did not notice. They're like, huh? They're like, yeah. And I was like, wow. Because what happened was, now you can correct me if I'm wrong. This is what these shows are for. Because the way it was conveyed to me, like, your pops and y'all don't make me. Y'all want to sound crazy. And Congressman Claiborne were friends. Is that true or not true?
Yeah, Clyburn. So my dad currently works for Clyburn.
Okay. So they weren't lying. Okay.
Yeah, man. Well, just to brag about my dad for a little bit, he's the one that started the YMCA there in Orangeburg.
Wow.
Penny tax in Orangeburg. He did so much in Orangeburg. I'm gonna have to make him listen to this podcast. He don't get on this podcast brand, but yeah. Man. So he had a little bit of pool. He knew Benjamin F. Payton and his family, and of course, I got a band scholarship there. But I was able to get a presidential scholarship. My GPA was high enough, and with the connections that he had. So Tuskegee was also a school that specialized in animal science, and at the time, I wanted to be a veterinarian. So it seemed like the number one choice for me. So yeah, that's how I ended up there.
Yes, because back to that, because I remember, because one of your classes, and that's how really me, every classmates I see, we ain't talking loud, we ain't talking a while, we be laugh because we all keep up with each other through Facebook. We might not say nothing, but we looking. Because I thought you were taking like pre-med courses to go to medical school. Am I right?
That's exactly it, man. So I went to Tuskegee as an animal science major, and I specialized in wildlife, and they kind of dropped my major, not animal science, but they dropped my option wildlife, and I wasn't starting over. So I'm like, what I got to take to get out of here on time. So I majored into environmental sciences, but I went and I worked as a veterinary technician for a little bit, and I realized it wasn't something that I really wanted to continue to do. So that's how I ended up back at Tuskegee to receive my master's in public health, and that's why I'm at CDC now. So yeah.
Okay. And it was okay. So then you go there, you graduate. So what was your first transition job like? I graduated. Now I got to get in the real. Were you blessed? Because people know it's hard sometimes to find work in your field.
Dude, first of all, it was hard as hell for us because we were in what you call it. Was it called the recession, right? Yeah,
Yes, we was.
we
That was a
graduated
recession.
right around the recession
No,
period.
we were in the recession.
We
You
were
right.
in the
Well,
recession during, man. Like we was pledging, okay? Like, man, I was able to land an internship post college, but after that, at Savannah State in the Department of Energy. But after that internship ended, dude, I kind of went through a state of depression, not being able to get a job, not being able to get a job in my field. I actually worked for that YMCA that I talked to you about, that my dad. So think about it, me working for a freaking YMCA as like, you remember me working there?
you did forget a YMCA.
Yeah,
You
man,
did forget the
that was my. Think about it, me working at a
YMCA.
YMCA while all of my friends are out here being engineers and
Hmm.
doctors and all of this stuff. That can kind of send you in a little bit of a depression, man. So,
Yeah.
I finally got up enough gumption to just get up off the couch and move to Atlanta, move in with some of my frat brothers, and that's when I did the veterinary assistant thing, and that still wasn't enough for me, and that's what pushed me to go ahead and go back and get my master's.
Masters. Okay, so once you got your masters, and all this is pre-survivor, right? All this
All this
pre-survivor.
pre-survivor. Yep, yep.
Okay, so you go back and get your masters. So after you get your masters, what's going on as far as income?
Yeah, man. So once I got my master's, I was blessed to receive a position while I was in school. And receiving my master's degree in public health, the premier place that you want to work for is the Center
This
for Disease
CDC.
Control.
Correct.
It's like a strong organization, strong government organization. Now we've been getting a lot of slack lately because people because people be getting mad about us with all the masks and stuff. But we gonna get it together. You can trust us, America. We gonna get it together. But yeah, man, and I've been doing pretty good since then. That's why it was so hard for me to leave the CDC to go on TV, because I had to quit the CDC in order to go on Survivor. Yeah.
Woo! Okay, so now that's a leap of faith.
Yeah.
So now, you're not married, because I'm about to say if you was married, that's a hard decision.
Right,
There.
and that's why I'm glad I did all of this stuff before kids or marriage or any of that come.
Mhm.
You know, I'm living out loud right now, and I'm gonna keep doing it until God tells me it's time to slow down.
As you should, my brother. Keep living.
Yes,
That's
sir.
coming from somebody who been on the other side,
Yeah,
out the other side again,
yeah,
and out the other side, back living again.
yeah.
But so, okay, so I see you quit the CDC to go on Survivor. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're working at the CDC, you see it. So how do we get the interview to the Survivor? Are you looking up on the computer? Does it pop up on your screen? Are you actively looking for it, or it just comes to you?
That's exactly it, dude. So I'm at work, kind of just where I should be doing more work, but I'm surfing the internet, and a
Okay.
pop-up pops up and it's like, Survivor is auditioning right here in Georgia. Come through. So I played hooky for one day from work, and I went to this casting call, and I sucked at the casting call, man. I sucked so bad. It was like, first of all, I was the only black guy there, so I thought that might work in my favor.
Correct.
But it was just kind of you talking into a camera for about 5 minutes, and they was just like, go. And I'm like, what the hell do I say? So once I bombed that, I said, Davie, if you're serious about this, you need to go and make a casting tape. So I went and I made a casting tape. I sent it in, and like not even 5 days later, they gave me a call, and they were like, hey man, we want to fly you to LA and we want to interview you, or we want to pay for everything, but you're gonna have to leave work for about a week. So I had to fake another illness and leave. Yeah, and I was left work for about a week. I went to a whole bunch of interviews, and
Okay.
they actually told me no, that I would be an alternate for the show, which of course that's not what you want to hear. But
Of course
in, like,
not.
the last moments before the filming of the show, like
Mhm.
2 days before, they said we just had a guy that dropped out. will you leave and will you come to Fiji? And I was like, so long, CDC. I got to go chase my dream. You are my dream job, but this is my dream of dreams. I might not get another opportunity to do this. I had a supportive family system where they were able to take care of things while I was gone. I got my dog out here. I used to breed Siberian Huskies, and I got some Huskies. I was able to lead them with my parents, and just having that support system, it really goes a long way.
That did make a big difference. Okay, so they tell you got it. So when they tell you got it, I got a question. So this I don't know how it goes. How long were you working at the CDC at this point?
I had been at the CDC for about 3 years at that point.
And so they wanted you to take a leave of absence?
So no, and only because I hadn't been working there long enough. If I had been there for like maybe 5 years or so,
okay,
they would have. But the show, you got to be gone for about 2 months, and they weren't able to let me, just go.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the premise of the show is you're out on an island for 39 days. But you're flown out there like a week before, and you stay like a week after. So total is about 2 months.
Okay.
And so they weren't able to hold my job for me, but the contacts that I made at the CDC were enough to get me back in. Not immediately, but after a amount of time, I was able to get back in. And imagine if I would have said no to that dude. I would have regret that till this day.
You would live with regret.
Exactly. Yep.
Trust me, it's not good.
Yeah.
But so I gotta. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask some questions that everybody wanna know.
Okay.
Okay. So you get the survival.
Mm-hmm.
Do they really just fly out in and just drop y'all off, or is it like a screen check? Is it like when the cameras cut off? Whoo, all right, then here goes some crackers. Here goes some juice. Here goes a little bit of water. Here goes I don't know. Hey, here go the bed y'all sleeping. They would the light camera cut back on. All right, guys, get back on the Hey, I know because they are so smarter than me. I'm pretty sure you had to sign some kind of non-disclosure, so you can wink twice, or you can.
No. Look, that only lasted for a year, but yeah, I did have to sign a non-disclosure, and they was gonna sue you $9 million if you told anything about the show. But that's long. That's long overdue. But yeah, man. So the real deal about Survivor, I know a lot of people think that it's filmed in Hollywood or what have you, but no, man, they really fly you out to a deserted island. We're gonna put quotes on the deserted because when you get out there, you're gonna be starstruck because there's like 500 cameramen is the first thing you're gonna see when you get plopped out there. So you're never really in any real danger.
Okay.
There's tricks like they have bug spray out there for you at nighttime. Yeah, man. That's a little bit of smoke and mirrors. They don't feed you, but they do provide food like coconut and stuff. Like they'll drop it in the woods and be like, "Oh, it fell from the trees." No, you went and you bought that, and we just ate that for dinner.
Okay.
But I mean, the starvation aspect of it, dude. I lost 36 pounds out there, so trust me. That's real.
That's real. Okay.
But of course, you're talking to a cameraman when you're doing your confessionals. You have doctor checkups every day, sometimes 2 times a day. So you're never in any real danger ever, really. Yeah.
So I got a question too.
Yeah.
Because I know how men work, cameramen especially. So because the cameraman, they are not holding to the same rules y'all hold it to. So they get regular food.
Oh man, let me tell you about those motherfuckers right now. They used to piss me off, dude. Like, so we're on an island, and we don't have a bathroom out there. We have to make our own bathroom. Like,
okay, so that part is real. So you got to use it wherever you can use it at.
Use it wherever we use it at. Wipe with the leaves, whatever you got to do to make it happen. But what I used to do is go to the ocean. So at some point, the producers are like, "You guys got to watch where you're going to the bathroom because one of the cameramen stepped in something." I'm like, these motherfuckers get to sleep in a bed at night. I'm not worried about them. Y'all better goddamn shoot. I mean, I used to get into it with the producers a lot, but you know, it was all an experience, man. A great experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's crazy. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that part. So now I remember, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably watched the first Survivor. I watched a few episodes when Joanne was in it because my mama used to she was like the cook. My mama you know, when she used to do that the aerobics.
Mm-mm.
I remember watching because of that, and I also remember now when you was on it, I watched every week because I made sure I recorded it, and I always went back and caught some of it and made sure I watched it. So now, because I ain't gonna lie, because you know how we do in the Berg, I should have asked you, bro, did you win? And to your credit, you said you got to watch it to see.
Yeah,
to your credit, at homecoming, the latest homecoming in the state, at the Berg, you actually said, I said, bro, did you win? You like, hey, Ma, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, and I did that on purpose because you know I knew I was a finalist, so I knew I would have somebody. I knew I would have everybody, you know, to be excited all the way to the last episode.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And even though I did not win, spoiler alert, like I did win like a lot of money. I was paid to be on the show.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So the longer you last on the show, the more you get paid. So
did not know that.
Because if you're in each episode, by law, they have to pay you. So because I was in every episode, my check was a little more than a person who might have been voted out on the first day.
So I got a question. Mm-hmm. So when I know Survivor is a show, but do they treat y'all like actors to where like you get like residual pay and all that kind of stuff, or like what one fee, one time thing? Yeah.
Man, I wish, dude, because they just put us up on Netflix and
I saw that, man.
Hulu. They hadn't said nothing to me yet. You know, maybe it's gonna be a surprise in the mail, and I won't even look every which way. I just be thank you, Lord. But no, I no residual pay. I mean, of course, we do a lot of podcasts. Sometimes we'll get some checks for that are unrelated to CBS. Sometimes we'll reap the benefits of people flying us out different places to speak at you know, churches. And as a matter of fact, I told you I'm going to Hilton Head this weekend.
Correct.
My mother lives there now, and I'm going to be speaking at her church to the youth about me being on the show. So you know she signed me up for that.
I know she did. Shout out to Ms. Rickenbacker. Ms. Rickenbacker, she never retired. She living her best life. Go ahead, Ms. Rickenbacker. Down in Hilton Head. I ain't mad at you. Okay.
But yeah, man, I'm still reaping the benefits. As a matter of fact, one of the you always get all of these random blessings. Like after the show, the artist Sia. I don't know if you know this singer.
Yes.
Yes.
The girl that never shows her face. I really know what she looks like.
Yes, exactly. So she freaking reached out to me, and I thought it was a fan playing a joke on me. But she reached out to me, and she was like, "I want to give you $10K because so and so and so and so." And I was like, "Who is this trying to prank me?" So I emailed the producers, and they was like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you." I'm like, "You forgot to tell me what?
Give me my money.
Right?
Give me my money. What are you doing?" That's when that bird come out there, boy. You playing with me? What are you doing? Give me my
exactly, man. It's my money, and I want it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, a lot of unsuspected surprises, and there's always these watch parties that I'm traveling to.
Okay.
And, most of the time, the host will pay for your room and board and stuff. So I'm not a celebrity, but I reap the benefits of one here and there.
You popping? Hey, cause let me I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Hey, I reached out. I said I'm gonna reach out to a dog. I ain't gonna lie, cause I went in expectation. I said dog gonna act a little funny. Nah. Man, you was like, because even when I reached out the first time, you like give me time. I said you know what? I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. Let them know. You like, hey, when I hit you back, you like, hey, dog, you know what? You hit me back good time because I'm free next week. I'm ready to go. I'm like, man, I appreciate it because I must admit everybody so far is showing love, but hey, I know sometimes when people get them bright lights on them, Them bright lights,
Yeah, no,
man.
trust me. I get it, but no, that's the type of person I've always been, man. Like
Correct. Correct.
I and not to say that this is really giving back to the community, but it kind of is, dude. You got, who is the target market of your podcast? I'm sure it's mostly people in South Carolina.
Correct.
I'm sure it might probably be some kids listening to this. Hopefully,
Correct.
I'm inspiring them. You're inspiring them having the podcast alone. So,
Correct.
of course, if I get an opportunity like that, and then it's Black History Month, man. Of course, I'm gonna say yes during Black History Month.
Dang it. You know what? Now you said that, I'm hitting everybody at Black History Month. Everybody showing love. Black History Month.
Yeah, right.
Hey, show the love.
Right.
But man, so what I'm gonna ask you? Okay, so you do the Survivor. I had some more questions about Survivor. Yeah. Okay, so when you do the Survivor, you get, like you said, you get paid more for being getting as far as you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel as though, I guess kind of get so, do you feel as though you got a fair opportunity in the show?
Now Survivor's got like 41 seasons, and there has been seasons where people have not gotten fair opportunities because of maybe the color of their skin.
Correct.
But I would say, me personally, I went out there with 3 other Black people, a couple Asians, 1 or 2 Hispanics. I feel like my season was a little diverse. However, I did, have to deal with some unconscious bias when it came to being out there. I will pit it like this: had it been half and half, black and white, I probably would have won the thing.
I think so, because even though just me outside judging it, you can answer or not answer, you can speak or not speak, because at the end of the day, you got to see these people. I don't care nothing about them. You got to see people in events, because when I would watch the confession things, and there was a white lady, I don't know her name, and she would say things, I'm like, where'd she get that from? It would just be the things I'm like, like, I don't know about that one. It's almost like, I'm like, you kind of reaching.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're reaching for some kind of divisiveness to kind of.
Absolutely. And I like the way you say the word divisiveness. Like, I wouldn't call it like racism or anything.
Yes.
Call it like them being divisive or being having unconscious bias. And that comes from not being around Black people, not
correct.
With Black people. With the same thing that I said on another podcast recently, I've only been around Black people my entire life. I went to OW. I went to Tuskegee. I moved to Atlanta, which is like the Black Mecca of the world now.
But Davey, you know the differences though. Now I was talking to somebody from I was talking to somebody from Alabama. The differences though, even though we was around Black people, we were around Black people of all different hierarchy classes. Some people don't have that. Some people are around all poor Black people.
That's true.
We was around. Think about it. And our classes had some parents were principals, some parents were guidance counselors, some parents were just successful, some parents were judges and lawyers, and we all were in the same boat. So you got to kind of see. You see, so even opposition of Blackness is not even always a bad thing.
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna tell you one. I'm not gonna say his guy's name. We talking about perspective of Blackness. I had a guy told me he's a fairly successful guy in his own right. He said, Marvin, I like you because you're not like the rest of them.
Wow.
Older white guy.
I've gotten that before.
Yeah, you're not like the rest of them. Older white guy. He's such an older white guy to where he was the first class to get segregated. So was that probably like 67, 66 maybe? So his senior class was the first segregated class.
Yeah.
But like you said, some people don't have that experience to be fair and don't even know it.
Exactly, man. So
I'm
glad that things have happened, that things are gradually changing, but sometimes it does feel like it's 2 steps forward or 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Correct.
The thing that we got to do though to continue to push the pendulum is just things just like this, dude. Freaking podcast,
be the change.
Volunteering, all of this type of stuff helps, man.
Man, you got to be the change. Okay, so I'm asking you some I'm not gonna use the derogatory term. A homie question.
Okay.
The brother's question. So, okay. Before I want to make sure I say it disrespectful.
Yeah.
Is Davie? I am Davie on Instagram. Hey guys, and if you're looking at this on Facebook, all this contact information is above. If you're watching this on the YouTube live, all this information is below. And if you're watching this on Instagram, hit the link to find them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right now in your current situation, are you single?
Hey man, my current situation, I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. As a matter of fact, earlier today, I was in an interview for a celebrity dating show that might be coming to what's Oprah Network called, and I can say that here because I don't think they would be listening to the podcast.
Okay, hey, you never know. Hey, hey, be careful now because you might be the thing to make them listen because they might follow everything you link to. Be careful. Well, hey, let me tell you something because I'm not gonna. I lie to you not. Because Instagram gives you more access. Oh yeah. Even now and then on Instagram, in my stories, I see a few blue checks, but it's usually sports related. Yeah. You sports related, but I don't know.
Well, hey man, who knows? They probably would love to have the shout out. So we'll see. Not to say that I'm gonna be on there because I don't really think that dating shows is my forte. I'm more into like competition stuff.
But we see you in one. We see you in one. We're gonna get to that too. We're gonna get to that too. We're gonna get to that too. Hey, I'm coming to it. Hey, I got it in my notebook now. You got your receipts, bro? I'm coming to it now. All right, but I'm gonna get back to the
But yeah, man. But no. In a nutshell, I'm single. I mean,
okay.
We out here. That's the thing. And the thing about single life in a freaking pandemic, it's not as easy to date as it was post the apocalypse. I mean, we got these dating apps and stuff where I call it an apocalypse. We got these dating apps, and I prefer meeting people in person. So we'll see, man. But I mean, right now I'm single, but hopefully in the future I'll find somebody who matches me.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So first of all, how long have you had the blue check?
I got the blue check on the finale night of Survivor, so that probably was sometime in December 2018.
Okay, so as soon as the finale, they gave it to you.
Yep.
Now, when you got back to the 8, and I would let you take away, not say, leave it as discreet as you would like to.
Well, all right. I mean, of course, I get a little bit of attention because I'm verified. As a matter of fact, when I just got back to the A from Los Angeles from the reunion, I went to a party and Waka Flocka was there, and Waka Flocka recognized me. I'm like, what? Waka Flocka watching Survivor? And I mean, I've been recognized by certain people here and there. Some of the Real Housewives follow me because they watch the show. Let me see. Some celebrities I can't really even name right now. So, I have that little bit of secret weapon where if I want to DM somebody that, they might answer me back. I'll just say that.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about. Let's say non-celebrities, because I gotta watch our words for my own reasons. Okay, so hold on, I'm trying to word it right. So we know right now.
Yeah.
We'll take it without that's it. Without a blue check, without celebrity, Davie, you are a black man working with a job. No, you don't have a job. You have a career. That's enough. Yeah. So we can start with that. That's the layup.
Yeah.
Then you go from that to have a blue check on Instagram. that makes your thing go. Yeah. But okay, we gonna get out this. That to say, were you able to enjoy the benefits of the blue check? And we just leave it at that.
I will say, dude, and I'm gonna say this carefully. I've had no problem having relationships. It's just I have had no problem having relations. It's just those relationships that I have problems with.
All right. Hey, we won't leave it right there. And we won't leave it right there. Hey, that's good enough for me right there. That's good. That's good enough for me. Hey, brothers. Hey, I did that for y'all, brothers, because I know y'all want to know. I'm asking for the people. Hey, because the people, they want to know. Okay. Okay. So, hey, they want to know. So you get the blue check, you and the A move around.
Sure.
So now, how does it come to like now? This when it gets back real to where you're like, all right, I was on Survivor. I'm making some moves. I'm making some income. When does it come back to right? You're like, all right, Davey, now it's time for me I got to get back to a job or a different opportunity, or what does that look like?
Yeah. Well, with the money that I made from the show and with Sia reaching out to me and contributing to that, I'm like, I don't want to just blow this. I want to kind of invest in me,
Okay.
So I had this dream to kind of want
and that's big too, guys. And I know my audience, y'all might not know who she is, but to my audience, I'm gonna give y'all a comparison. She is a young Lady Gaga, not Lady Gaga now, but I want y'all to remember when Lady Gaga was the hottest artist in the world, not the United States. When Lady Gaga was the hottest artist in the world, that is what Sia is on that pedestal. So just to give you guys who might not know who she is, just to give you guys some kind of comparison, so y'all can understand how big this is. You know what? For y'all who don't understand, it's like Rihanna contact him. There you go. Rihanna was to contact him. Yeah. Because I know some people won't they might not be as worldly. So
yeah.
So you guys take that, what y'all want to take it for?
Exactly, because honestly, I didn't really know who Sia was until she reached out to me. So don't feel bad, listeners. Go on and Google search her. She got this one song. It's like Chandelier, Chandelier. You might know that one. But
with the little girl dancing. With the little girl doing ballerina and the thing.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I said, you know what? I want to invest in me.
Okay.
So I've always had this dream, when I was super young, I've always been a bit of a nerd, dude. Which I always had this dream to kind of like write cartoons or draw cartoons, do scripts. And a promise to myself was I wanted to be a voice actor. Like, of course, I've dabbled in acting, but I don't really think that that's the area that I can excel in. But there's this voice acting thing where you're voicing characters, you're doing commercials and things like that. And so what I did was I used the money to put my own studio in my home. So I got a little studio back here.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, man, and I record commercials here and there. I do some auditions. I'm nowhere where I want to be with this, but I definitely have some cash flow coming in. I'm definitely, if you listen to the Spotify, you might hear me on a McDonald's commercial or on a Nike commercial. Little contracting jobs.
Whoa. We ain't gonna let you do that. Whoa. I'm about to call you a nigga just now. Excuse me, though, about all this. It ain't no such thing as no little McDonald's job, no little McDonald's commercial, no little Nike commercial. What do you mean, man? Hey,
I'm being modest because those companies aren't the ones that's paying me. It's like, contractors that are paying me, but still, yeah.
I don't care. It's McDonald's. I don't care if it's somebody third person mama removed. It's still McDonald's and Nike. That doesn't take away from that. Okay.
But yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, use this social media, this platform that I have. I got a blue check on Instagram. I got a blue check on TikTok. I got a large following on Twitter. Trying to use all of that to grow that following so that I can get bigger in the voice acting thing and, just compile them all together and, become a legend in that field,
Hey, bro, let me tell you something, bro. You doing it and people laugh. Not people laugh, but like people look at me, they be like, you see what I'm doing? I'm like,
yeah, right.
I tell people the hardest part of doing anything, bro, you doing it because you know what you could have done?
Yep.
You could have been lazy and just been on one Survivor and just let Survivor be your claim to fame. But you're being smart. That's the Orangeburg in you. Let me take the Survivor hustle get on top of that, and let me keep making this thing something bigger. Many things something bigger for my legacy.
Absolutely, bro. And that's the thing about people. I like what you said. You know how sometimes people will laugh at you because you're still going hard on some things that they think maybe you should have forgot about.
Yeah.
But you gotta live your life for you, man.
Correct.
You gotta. It sounds cliche, but you gotta live your life for you. You can do what you need to do. Don't worry about anyone else. Just get it done. You never know where it's gonna take you.
Because you better, because they're gonna get it done. Right. All right, so you live in life, you invested in the home studio. Shout that, because that's gonna be my comment, because I want to give everybody a credit, because I told everybody, hey, everybody know I do this podcast. Hey, this is my second podcast. I had a podcast with a partner, shout out Michelle, and we bought stuff we ain't had to buy.
Wow.
I'm like, my next investment just gonna be an expensive microphone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the money and get an expensive mic, and they're like, "What you gonna hook it to?" My phone. Dope. Because the way it's working, and the way technology is working now, you're able to make things a little bit easy. Yep. Okay, so you do the thing, you get the mic, you're going on. Now, earlier you mentioned how you made some connections. How did you get back into the CDC? How do you come back in the door?
Dude, it's like heaven sent, I'm a praying man, and lo and behold, I'm on Survivor. I was on Survivor, and I was expecting, to get some backlash for being with the CDC and being on Survivor. But wouldn't you know, I got these white women from CDC hitting me up and saying, Davie, you were on Survivor? Let me help you out. Let me help you get back in with the CDC. Come work in my division, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? I would have never expected this. So, a couple of allies reached out to me. They helped me get back into certain divisions, and I've been with it ever since.
That's what happens when you leave on good terms. You leave a good taste in people's mouth. And let me tell you something about you too, David, something you don't know.
What's that?
Hey, everybody know I wasn't the greatest in LW or whatever. I just was in W. You were most courteous.
I won most courteous. I did.
Guess who was runner up?
You was runner up.
I was runner up.
That's right, man.
I was gonna run up.
Who was the third one on there with us?
I don't know. Let me tell you, I'll find out. I don't know if I want to say her name because she might be married now. I don't know what she got going on. So I'm not gonna say her name. Okay, but one of our classmates told me.
Tell me after this.
I'll tell you after this.
Right.
One of our classmates, she was like, Marvin, I tell you, I voted for you. I said, okay, I said, thank you. I'm like, okay, thank you. And she was like, I told someone else to vote for you. I told someone else to vote for you too. And somebody else. I'm like, oh, I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. I was like, did we get the vote? My name on the poll. I'm like, I know I'm not gonna win this. I ain't know. I don't even think I'm supposed to even be on there.
No, come on, man.
I was like, well, I run up for most courteous in W. I'm like, I don't know how that happened, but
yeah, man. Nah, dude. I mean, that's what I remember about you, bro. Just being a stand-up dude at the school. Mm-hmm. I remember the woman that won most courteous after me was Anita Fields. So shout out to Anita. I was just thinking about that. But yeah, man. Dude,
shout out Anita.
That's dope, man. Good old W, man. I lost that prom king though. I'm still mad about that one, Jeremiah. But nah, Jeremiah took it. Jeremiah,
I know you're watching. Jeremiah.
That's my boy.
You know, Jeremiah had need to win that because Jeremiah had the accident, bounce back. Who was prom queen?
Who was prom queen? Somebody in the chat got to know who was our prom queen.
I don't know what they because let me tell you a funny story. How life is circle. Jeremiah is actually married to, well, she's like a cousin of mine. She's not a cousin of mine from the Low Country. Yeah. She's from I don't want to say Estill, but she's like from Estill, like Hampton County. And Jeremiah is married to my cousin.
Oh wow!
My family from small world. Oh, that's Jeremiah won prom. Shout out you, Jeremiah, and for laughs and giggles, Jeremiah. You and Lap jiving each other. still the funniest moment of my whole life. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Funniest moment of my whole life. Okay, so you get back in the CDC. So I had a question. So when you get back, is it weird? Did you get weird energy? Like you left, you came back, you were just a survivor. Are you really here to work? Are you gonna take your job serious? Did you get that kind of energy, or not really?
No, I didn't get that energy from anyone other than myself, maybe, because I would
Okay,
get distracted here and there, because Survivor's is new faction of my life now. So,
it is.
and they have 2 seasons per year. So, I try to keep up with all of the new people that they put on. And, I'm doing all of these podcasts and stuff and trying to
Mhm.
schedule them into my actual life. But no, I didn't miss a beat, man. And if anything, Survivor kind of helped uplift my career at the CDC just because, like I said, the fan base is predominantly white and
Yeah,
a
it
lot of
is.
them recognize me.
It
They
is.
want to
It is.
network. They want to network
It
now,
is.
and that
It
helped me
is.
keep things push the pendulum.
Man, I love it too. Okay, so now since you've been back, how long you been at the CDC?
Now,
Back again.
so I've been there a total of probably about 2.5 years.
2.5
So,
years.
so combined, I've probably been there about 4.5 years before Survivor and after Survivor. Yep.
Okay, well that's good. And you in Atlanta. Atlanta is a very um fun city, would you say?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Atlanta's fun. Yeah, it's definitely fun, dude. It's the Black Mecca. That's what they're calling it.
It is.
It's always something to do. As a matter of fact, sometimes I hate living here because people will come from out of town, and I just be wanting to stay on my couch at night. But they're like, "No, show us around." I'm like, "God dang,
Yeah.
somebody come out here every weekend."
Every weekend, every day I'm in the A.
Yeah,
I'm in the
exactly.
A.
Right.
I'm in the A. But it's kind of good because let me tell you one thing. It's almost like some people have changed, but the one thing I can say about you, even though in high school we didn't hang on nothing, but it's always been a respect thing. You always have been the same person. You
Appreciate it,
always have
man.
been the same person, and that's one thing I can say for the most part. Everybody who I graduate with,
Yeah.
but if I didn't like you then, I don't like you now. But for the
Right.
most part, everybody it's like a thing to win. I see people walking to me like, "Hey Marvin, I don't comment. I don't comment on your podcast, but I share it and I like it and I subscribe." And I'm like, man, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. That lets me know that the support is there, and people who
Right.
I don't even know see it.
You on episode 78, man.
I'm on episode 78,
Dude.
and it just been a constant grind. Once I made my decision to go, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I got some other things in the work, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. So, all right, Dave. So you're working there. You're living life right now. You're working. Do you still have the husky? Or you don't got a husky no more?
Yeah, he out back right now. Actually,
Okay.
he's out back with his daughter. I'm watching his daughter right now too. So, yeah, he's out there.
Okay. That is dope. So, if people want to hit you up right now, I'm gonna let you close it out. Like, let me know like what you got going on right now. How can people reach you? What do they need to be on the lookout for? Because we definitely gonna start looking for them commercials. So now when I see them commercials, and I got to listen now. So like, what to be on the lookout for? What you got coming up next?
Okay.
Where can they find you?
Absolutely. Well, the main thing right now is that for the people, well, I'm sure everybody has watched it because we in Orangeburg, but we are on Netflix, and there's 40 seasons of Survivor, but there's only 2 seasons of Survivor on Netflix, and my season is one of them, which means that it is a good ass season. All right, so check out Survivor on Netflix. Survivor's on Hulu. They just put our season on there as well. The real big thing for me right now is I'm trying to break out into reels on Instagram because Instagram's paying you for reels, and it's like the more views you get for reels, the more money you can get. So a like, a comment, a share, all of that stuff goes a long way. I try to do my best to propel other people's businesses and my stories and that type of thing. So if you do that for me, I'll try to do it for you as well. TikTok. I'm trying to grow my following on TikTok. I'm not no dancer or nothing like that, but I'll try to do a funny video here and there. So you can follow me on TikTok at Survivor Davie. You can follow me on Twitter. Talk to me. I talk back at I Tweet Davie. Of course, Instagram you see here is I Am Davie. And if you want to reach out to me, of course you can DM me. But if you want to reach out to me to come speak to your school or come to Lakeithia Bowman, Lakeithia had me come talk to her kids one time. If you want me to come talk to people, man, just holler at me if it works in my schedule. If I happen to be home, not to say that I'm this big martyr, but I like to talk with the kids here and there. You can reach out to me on my website, which is www.davierickenbacker.com.
I got it in the link. Now I'm definitely going to add the TikTok. I'm definitely going to add a TikTok, and I'm going to add the Twitter. But guys, everything else you need to know about Davie, if you're on Facebook, hey, it's right there. You guys see the link right there? Hit the link. I got for Davie Rickenbacker info. I even have your website in there. Check it out. Comment, questions, look it up. Also, go watch Survivor. Tag them in it. Let them know you're watching it.
Oh yeah, man. But so we didn't talk about the Steve Harvey show. So you can also check out the Steve Harvey show on Facebook. You will have to go to Steve Harvey TV show on Facebook
Live
and search I think Netflix dating series or something.
It came
won't
up.
Be hard to find.
Well, hold on, sir. I'm glad you said that. Pause. We're not about to end this thing yet. Okay, so I saw you on there, and I'm pretty sure you know that clip went viral.
Really?
That clip went viral.
No. Where you saw it at?
Because I saw that clip not from you.
Yeah.
I saw that clip from the Steve Harvey show.
Oh wow.
Of you. I saw on the Steve Harvey, like, you know how those things keep popping up.
Yeah.
I saw on that. So
I didn't even know that, man.
How did that happen? Let's talk about that.
So a lot of the stuff I really kind of credit to the show, but this one particular thing came from a magazine that I was in.
Okay.
There's a magazine here in Atlanta called Jezebel Magazine, and it featured the 20 eligible bachelors in Atlanta. And I was in that magazine, and I guess one of the producers from the show reads the magazine.
Hold on. You said how many? 20?
20, the 20 eligible.
Let me tell you something, guys. For the brothers who don't understand, how many women is in Atlanta?
Man.
And this Negro from Orangeburg, South Carolina, got nominated for 20. Hey, that would be my profile picture. Boom. Boom.
Right, I got it in the bio.
See, there you go. So you got nominated for the 20 top bachelors in Atlanta.
Yeah. And so I guess she read the magazine and she was like, would you like to come on the Steve Harvey show to date someone? She didn't tell me who, but she said to date someone. And it just so happened to be a young lady from one of the hit shows, Love is Blind on Netflix.
Yep.
So no spoiler alert, it's a great ass interview. I went in there knowing that Steve Harvey is the host. And me being from Orangeburg, I know how to joke. I know how to jive. Yep. I'm going to play back and forth with Steve Harvey and see if I can, I'm going to be the star of this thing. Even if I don't win, even if I don't get the date, I'm going to say what needs to be said. So if the clip does happen, it does go viral. And with you telling me that right now.
It did because I saw the clip because you had on like a burgundy suit, I believe.
Yeah,
I saw the clip without you saying it. I saw it on the Steve Harvey Wow. Like on the on their reel, I saw it on there.
Wow!
I said, look at the bird shining. Let me tell you something. I got somebody on here watching from Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Who always and they know who they are. Yeah. Always hating on the bird.
Oh wow!
I'm not gonna say who they are. I'm not gonna call them out. Oh,
man.
But I look at that thing. I said, look at that. I said that brother from the bird on the Steve Harvey show.
Yeah, man. But yeah, dude, it was a great experience, man. But yeah, all of these type of things, man, through the grace of God, Orangeburg, all of this, man. I just thank you guys for supporting me, and Brad, thank you for bringing me on, man. This was like, yeah, it's gonna sound cliche. This is a dream come true. This is the first podcast that I've been able to talk to with somebody that I actually know. I don't know the rest of these people. I mean, I know them from TV, but they don't go back with me. They won in the ballot for most courteous with me, you know? So, but nah, bro, I say all that to say, bro, I really appreciate the invite, man.
I'll tell you what, bro, I really appreciate you for doing this for me, bro, because I knew I had to do it, and I appreciate everybody who's sitting in here, or we had constant watches the whole time. Guys, if you're in here, hit that like, hit that share button. Guys, all the Marvinsports and Life info is in the link. You guys see everything. I got everything in there. To reach out to Davie Rickenbacker, see what we got going on. To go check out the Steve Harvey. Guys, I'm pretty sure. Look on the Steve Harvey clip because I saw it under the Steve Harvey reel. Check it out. That's y'all. We from the Berg that support each other. I have some non-Berg listeners. I appreciate you guys for watching. Because I have people, and they remind me. I have some haters too, and I appreciate them too. Yeah. For watching. Shout out Gracie Culture. Shout out to Zach for just coming in on YouTube. I appreciate that, Zach. Y'all go check his podcast out. Good content. Shout out Zach. Zach from the Bird, Zach Middleton. Gracie Culture LLC. My man. Okay. But I appreciate that. But anything, I'm gonna do the last word for signing out. It got this episode 78. You on the move? Episode 100 coming up soon.
Hey man, happy early Valentine's Day, all the single ladies watching. It's just, hey man, this was an honor for me. I just really appreciate you guys. What up, David?
you see him in it? What's up, David? Hey, guys, just like that. Hey, David, hang on. Just like that. Episode 78. We out. And guys, if you're in here, hit that like, hit that share button on Facebook. If you watch it on YouTube, hit that like, hit that share button. Make sure you comment. If you listen to this on Spotify, listen to this on Apple Music. Hey, guys, make sure you hit that like button, comment. Let me know what you guys what's going on. Hey, guys, stay tuned in. Like for other episodes. Check it out. We're talking about Woodrow Danzler. That might be episode 76, but you look it up. Episode 76, Woodrow Danzler. Check it out, guys. Signing out. Episode 78, Marvin Albright, Davie Rickenbacker, Mr. Survivor, Mr. A. He from the A. Watch your girl. All right, we're signing out. Hold on.